Mike Jones Beats.
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. That's a whole fact. Hey, yo, check this out. For some strange reason, I've gotten like two conversations today, at least two conversations today, with like total strangers, and they keep asking me, "Am I a comedian?" What are you talking about? What in the hell? I don't have the slightest idea why they keep asking me this shit. Anyway, I hope everybody had a beautiful day. The topics we're going to be discussing today is we're going to be talking about the Harvey Weinstein sentencing. We're going to be talking about Thee Stallion. She has people on her label that are saying these guys are rat bastards. And I wanted to point out to everybody, y'all got to go check out Sway. Okay? Did y'all hear that Tory Lanez verse? Did y'all hear that Tory Lanez verse? Okay. I don't know who heard that Tory Lanez verse that he just spit on Sway, but I'm telling you right now, that dude is the goods when it comes to rapping. I don't care if he's singing, and then that shit bothers me. Sing all you want, homie. Most rappers, if they could sing, they'd do it. I'm telling you right now, I know quite a few rappers, and when I was growing up, I knew a lot of rappers that had record deals. If these dudes could have sung, they woulda. Okay? So shout out to you. If that wasn't the truth, we wouldn't have so many people doing auto-tune. That's why we have so many people doing auto-tune. Because you got a lot of people that are rappers that wish they could sing. So shout out to Tory Lanez, whatever the hell he's doing over there. He winning. I just want to point that out. That's literally the only reason why Tory Lanez's name is in the title. Because that verse was hard as shit. We're gonna start off talking about Harvey Weinstein. But I also want to add, y'all gotta go check out the complex article that Sean Sataro wrote regarding Meg Thee Stallion. Link is in the description. I gotta put the link in the other description too. I gotta remember. Link is in the description. What the hell? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. I don't even care. Um, let's go through roll call. How about that? Let's do roll call. What's up, Truly Probs? How you doing today? Don't know you, my brother. I hope I don't have to hit you with bags. That's about the best I can do with people I don't know yet. What up, Flower Bloom? We got Let's Talk About It in here today. Salute. We got Jimbo. Blessings. Jimbo says blessings, Frost and BBN chat. Salute. We got DSTN up in the house. Appreciate you, my brother. You know when we love when you come through. He says, what up, BBN? Trump just suspended all flights to Europe. All right. All right. Give me a minute. I'll bring that up a little bit later. I don't got time for Trump. What up, William Somerville? I don't got who got the fuck got time for Trump, man. What up, G's up? Salute. How y'all brothers doing? What's up? What's up, Shay Lacey, Black Wolf, Ugly Kid? UK is exempt. We good. Shout out to Truly Pops. He's from across the pond. Salute. What up? Who else we got over here? Y'all guys is funny as shit, yo. Who else we got up here? We got Rude Jones. What up, Rude Jones? We got Greedy Pez. Greedy Pez says, I'm getting too old for this shit. Let's go. Who else we got up here? Billy London. Like I said, shout out to everybody that watched the BBN. All of our family from across the pond. That's a fact. What up, Brooklyn Born? Who else we got up here? What up, Brooklyn Born? What up, James Dean? How you doing? What up, Queen Bish? Shy Murder. Salute, Shy Murder. Well done. We got to stop the roll call for a second. So I pulled up on Shy Murder today, and we was hanging out. We was talking about some shit or whatever the case might be, right? Y'all gonna find out about that in the future. There's some stuff that we planning on doing that we hope to get together. I'm not gonna really talk about it because I don't want people to know what I really don't want to leak what we got coming in the BBN future. So I'm gonna be quiet about it because I've talked about things in the past that I tried my hardest to make happen, but I need more resources to make it happen, and I had to put things on hold. So there's a lot of things that I spoke about before that I didn't get the opportunity to do. They're just on hold. They're not going. It's just on hold. I got to get myself to a position where when I do some of these things, I don't have to rely on other people, and I bring enough to the table that when it's time to split the money. Anyway, yo, actually, we was hanging out. We was hanging out talking this shit, right? I'm just regular talking. I had two dudes hit on me. A chick tried to get my number. No lie. I think she tried to get my number. I don't know. Anyway, this shit is crazy. I hate going outside. I hate going outside, yo. What up, Rastafari? How you doing, my brother? Who else we got up here? Tiffany Harrison, how you doing? What up, Rob G Films? Lamar Clark, Sharice Sapp. Ask her. That's all facts, yo. This shit is crazy. For everybody that keep coming here pretending like I can't pick up women, if it's not like you have not been around me. That's all I can say. For anybody that think that you you're either lying or you just don't know. That's the only thing I can say. Anyway, also, salute to the serviceman that came over and said what's up to me today. I got recognized by some people in the service in the armed forces in the military. So that was dope. That was dope. All right. What up, Bree Powell, Smashville TV? That was dope. What up, Your Life? That was dope. All right, so let's get to the actual what we're gonna be discussing. We actually gonna start with Sorry about that. I had to answer that. Good. They better not try to smuggle him out of prison like they did Epstein. That's what you think happened to Epstein? They was trying to smuggle him out of prison. He tripped and hanged himself? Whatever. Anyway, all right. So, um, let's talk about this Harvey Weinstein situation. Before we actually discuss, he got 23 years. So anybody like, oh, tell me right now what happened. He got 23 years. But before we actually discuss and really go into deep detail about the problems that happened with Harvey Weinstein, um, one thing I want to say is we had somebody that's part of our community that came out of surgery. I'm not gonna go too much further into that. We're gonna wish them get well soon. Let's talk about it. TV. Let's get well soon, Mr. Sex Money Murder. You the dude. You know we fuck with you. You family. Get well soon. We already know you are. Copy. All right. Let's get it. Anyway, let's keep going. Um, the Harvey Weinstein situation. There's a couple of things that I want to speak on before we even go into it. And I think the major thing that we have to understand about this Harvey Weinstein situation, can we hit that like button, please, so we can hopefully send out more notification? The main thing that we got to realize about this Harvey Weinstein situation is you think Harvey Weinstein was the only person that was doing this type of these shenanigans behind the scene, you are, I feel bad for you. If you think Harvey Weinstein was the only individual that was doing these women that dirty and making these women think that they was gonna come up and was just using them and making them think that they was gonna have careers, knowing they wasn't gonna have careers, knowing that they was just putting them in the pressure in order to get the box. If you didn't think that that was going on, if you think Harvey Weinstein was the only person doing that, you are sadly mistaken. Not only that, but I'm telling you right now, there were a ton of men that was definitely put in the same position that those women were put in that maybe did a couple of things. Did you hear what Tank said? Tank said it's not gay for a man to go down on another man. So I think that's part of the lie. I'm just saying. I mean, look, man, if you into that shit, whatever, nigga. Part of my language, but whatever, nigga. But don't act like don't act like don't act like you could go down on another dude and not be gay. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh at this shit, but that just sounds like insanity. Like, what are you talking about? Tank, what are you talking about? Let's talk about it. Saying Tank lost his damn mind. What are you talking about? Like, okay, I'm not mad at you. If that's what you want to do, whatever. Who am I to tell you what to do with your lips? But that's gay. It is. That is. If a man does that to another man, that's gay. That's a fact, man. I'm getting too old for this shit. That's a whole fact. What are you talking about, Tank? What in the hell? So hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then Tank is in that song with little Duvall. Who's Tank singing to? Who is Tank singing to in that song with little Duvall? Who's Tank singing to? I want to know. Oh, he's singing to Little Nas X. Let's talk about it. Said he's singing to Little Nas X. He might be. Oh man. Oh man. What's up, G's up? Oh man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, shout out to Tank. That's a real shout out, by the way, because I don't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about this. This shit, you have no idea how funny this shit is to me. What the hell do you mean that you could be a dude and you could go down on another dude? And that's not gay. That's the epitome of gay. That's gayer. Hold on. I'm not making fun of people that are gay. Let's just be clear on this. I think that if you are gay and you want to do gay shit, I'm straight. I like doing straight shit. That's my life. That's my prerogative. People that are gay might look at me and be like, who do he think he is? That's nasty. Why does he like vagina? And I'm gonna say, I was born that way. But Tank, literally putting another man's penis in his mouth is the most gay act of the gay acts of sex that you could commit. Other than just having like one dude connected to another dude connected to another dude. That's about the only thing. We're supposed to be talking about Harvey Weinstein, folks. I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I can think about gayer than that. I'm just telling you. Oh man, Tank, you gonna be getting it forever for this one, man. You should have just shut up. Whenever that question came up, you should have just got amnesia. What in the hell? Anyway, so in the in the industry, just like women are being just like women are being abused like this, men are also. And sometimes these guys, they don't want these they don't want to do the tank. I guess that's what we call a man going down on another man, is doing the tank. They don't want to do the tank. They're not into that. But they might be forced to get a role. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, who was it that said that Tyrese? There was a rumor out there. I'm not saying that this rumor is true. I'm not saying that this rumor is true. So please, don't nobody get mad at me. But there was a rumor out there that there was a comedian that was trying to go for some role that Tyrese ended up getting. I think it was the baby boy role. Baby boy, remember baby boy? I'm trying, y'all. I'm really trying. This shit is so funny to me. You have no idea. Remember the baby boy role? So there was a comedian who said that Tyrese allegedly, went down on some dude to get that role. That's how he's saying that's how dude won the role from him. He's saying the only reason why Tyrese got the role because he went down on the dude. When it was my turn, I said I don't tank. I don't do the tank. Just so we could be clear, tanking is bad. Just so we could be clear. Tanking is bad. No, I was about to make a joke, but I do not want no beef with no other YouTube content creators, so I'm gonna leave that joke in the pocket. But I was fuck it, I'm gonna make the joke. Nah, the bambata is when a man sticks his penis between another man's legs and tie him. That's the bambata. Oh man. Oh man. Oh dude, don't get too mad at me over that, man. I just had to say that one, man. Don't be too mad, yo. Oh man. What up, DJ Bandana Black? He said, checking in from the 716. Shout out to the BBN fam. Hashtag I am Buffalo. Salute. Tank flew over the doodle's nest. Do you get that one? Rue Jones says Tank flew over the cuckoo's nest. I'm saying Tank flew over the doodle's nest. Do you get that one? I wouldn't be surprised if Tank kissed a couple of doodle nests. Could we get to the show? We're not supposed to be talking about this shit, man. Could we get to the show? Oh man, yo, y'all guys is funny as shit, yo. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody tell y'all guys different, man. Y'all guys is funny as hell. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh shit, I'm sweating over here. Well, I don't got no rag. I'm sweating. I need a tissue. Hold on, I gotta wipe my forehead, man. I'm over here sweating and shit. What the hell? Oh man. I got a shirt over here. Shout out to I fuck with them. I wore the shirt the other day, but I didn't. I had it. I wore it as a t-shirt. Shout out to Money Mall. Shout out to the Money Mall. Go check these brothers out. They make music. Shout out to the Money Mall. Check these brothers out. They make music. You give me merch? I fucks with you. I put your merch up. That's the whole fact. All right, so we done with all these shenanigans. I'll get it. I'll try to get back in contact with homeboy and we see if we find out where they sell the merch at. If y'all want to get some of that merch. Oh man. Yo, G said, could we throw some bags up for the Tank comments and for the Thalian comment? I don't have no beef with the other YouTube content creator. I was just making a joke. I hope you don't take it too seriously. He beefing with somebody else right now. He got his own problems. I hope you don't turn over here. Anyway, could we talk about the actual Harvey Weinstein stuff now? I'm trying because this is a serious matter. This is a serious matter, man. This is a very serious matter. Oh man, I'm sweating. This shit. I went and got the damn shirt to wipe my brow, and then I put the shirt back over there. Whew. Oh man. I don't know what he's doing. I don't even care. He's suing Bam. Well, whatever. Probably Bam needs to be sued. Whatever. Hey. They gave Harvey to Jordan. That's a fact. They hit him with that 23. All right, so let's get back to the Harvey Weinstein thing. Can we discuss that, please? Because I don't want to make no more jokes. I don't want to make no more jokes. Could we get to the actual show? I appreciate y'all guys. Please don't set me up for any more one-liners. I'm getting too old for this shit. Please don't set me up for any more one-liners. I'm probably gonna take them. Anyway, shout out to Star. Somebody said Star name. Shout out to Star. You know we fuck with the Star Report. That's my big brother over here. Shout out to him. Well, R. Kelly should get more time than Weinstein. R. Kelly was touching kids. If they could prove he was touching kids, he should never get out. What are you talking about? Anyway, Harvey Weinstein is never gonna have he's never gonna be free again. You think Harvey Weinstein is gonna live 23 years? He in court. They wrote him in court with a wheelchair. I don't know, like he had wheelchair, handcuffs, he couldn't see here. I don't know what the hell. He's not gonna be free. He's not gonna live 23 years. What the hell? Him and he's not gonna live 23 years. That's why anybody that's upset at how many years he get, he's not gonna live. You think he's gonna live 12 years? You think Harvey Weinstein is gonna live 12 years as old as he is in the conditions that jails have? You think he's gonna live 12 years? He might not. I don't know. He got a shitload of money, so maybe he will, right? But he's also used to. He's not even. I don't see it. And he might have. Is there more charges he got to be held up for anyway? I'm not 100% sure, but I just don't think he has more charges in L.A. Thank you, Sparky. I just thought about that too. Yeah, I don't think he's not gonna make it 23 years. Like, are you crazy? He's not gonna make 10 years. Somebody said, oh, you only gotta do 12. I don't think he's gonna make it 10 years. It's gonna be 3 years from now. We're gonna hear about Harvey Weinstein is dead. And he still gotta go about his charges in LA. And him being found guilty in New York set precedents. All right, so that judicial system over there in LA, he gotta be found guilty. If he's not found guilty in LA and he got found guilty in New York, the system over there in LA is gonna look like they soft, they weak. They're gonna look like they part of the problem. So they gotta find him guilty. You get it? You get it? This is the best way I'm gonna put it. Where's R. Kelly gonna be held? Where's R. Kelly gonna have his first trial at? Anybody know what R. Kelly's first trial is gonna be? Anybody know what R. Kelly's first trial is gonna be? R. Kelly is gonna be on trial at first. New York. He goes on trial here. He goes on trial here in April. Are y'all sure? Because I thought he goes on trial in New York in April. April's in 2 months. March, April. April's in 1 month. Wait, May. He goes on trial in May. Pardon me. No, I think he goes on trial in New York first. I'm going to explain why I think that. A lot of these other cities is cowards. A lot of these other cities is cowards. New York, no disrespect to no other city's judicial system. No disrespect to none of them. But New York is a different beast. Everything about New York is different. No disrespect to any other state, but everything about New York is different. You don't think this judicial system over here in New York want everybody first? Because we're going to smoke them. That's what the judicial system is thinking. We're going to smoke them. This is New York, man. Stop committing crimes. And also, you got to understand, in New York, our laws are different. So so imagine if somebody goes on trial in 3 different states, right? In 2 of the states they're found innocent, and in the 3rd state they're found guilty. But that 3rd state they went to last. You get it? The other 2 states he was found innocent, right? Whoever we're talking about. Those 2 states would have definitely preferred for him to be, after the fact, for an individual to be found guilty so they could then use that same template in their case to find him guilty. You get me? So a lot of places let New York go first. Let New York go first so we can see what the hell they're doing. If they fuck up. You get me? New York pushed back to July, and Chicago's in September. He got pushed back in New York because of all of the big cases going on in New York. I'm telling you he did. They always pushing back cases anyway. But remember, they pushed back. How many times did they push back Troy Ave case? The Troy Ave Taxstone case. Excuse me. Fucking allergies. This shit is dick. Excuse me. How many times did they push back the Troy Ave case? Troy Ave was supposed to go to trial in November. Troy Ave ain't going to trial until April now, 2nd. Excuse me. Well, they're gonna have R. Kelly and Weinstein in the same cell block. R. Kelly gonna start singing, and Weinstein is gonna say, "Hey, I could put you in movies." Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. All you got to do with the see, this is the thing with the New York case. All they got to prove is that the girl was transported to New York from another state. He had sex. That's it. So they gotta prove. They don't gotta prove nothing else. The NBA season is suspended. Hold on, I don't know if that's true. Let me check it. Somebody said, stop talking so much. What does the person want me to do? The person want me to have a YouTube channel where I'm just showing up. I'm just here. Like, what are you talking about? Bags. Oh, no, not suspended, just no fans. All right, it is what it is. I don't go to the arena anyway. Because my team sucks. Ooh. Oh, it's all the way suspended? Hold on, let's check this out and just look and see what's going on with the NBA real quick. I see them saying some games is postponed. I don't see suspended yet. Hold on. The NBA season is suspended 3 minutes ago. Who the hell just told me the NBA season is suspended? Huh. Okay, truly props. I'm paying attention to you now. I'm paying attention to you now. I'm paying attention to you now, truly props. Okay. I'm very happy to have you in our community. I'm paying attention to you now. All right. You have earned a when I see your comment come up, I might read it. You have earned that right. That's a whole fact. No, you did a good job, my dude. What are you talking about? You've earned that right that when you say a comment, I should probably pay attention to it. You've earned that right. Why is this shit fucking up? What in the hell? There we go. No, you've earned that right. If you say something, I should probably pay attention to what the fuck you writing. That's a fact. Yeah, I don't care about the whole virus shit, to be honest with you. I think that is all for nothing. You know how many through my lifetime, you know how many outbreaks there was that I knew didn't know nobody that caught any of them shits. So I don't know not one person that caught SARS or any of them other fucking the problems. I don't know not one person. Not one. Need to start asking people why these shits always pop up during election year. How about that? Let's ask people that. why every time Ebola and SARS and all of this other shit pop up, it's during election year. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson test positive for coronavirus. R. Kelly Chicago trial delayed after Fed seized over 100 electronic devices. Hold on, let's go into this R. Kelly thing real quick. And then we need to get back to Harvey Weinstein. This was on March 5th, so this happened a couple of days ago. I'll show y'all what it is first, as usual. Goes on to say, R. Kelly Chicago trial on federal sex abuse charges have been delayed until October after prosecutors revealed authorities recently seized the cache of over 100 electronic devices belonging to the singer. You know how many of those probably got videos on it? You know how many of those electronic devices he probably got videos on it? At Thursday's arraignment hearing at a Chicago courthouse, Kelly once again pleaded not guilty to the revised 13 federal charges against him. Which now include allegations involving a new accuser dubbed Minor Six. He's done. I'm not reading no more of this. He's done. He's done. What did I just say? 100 devices. I say, you know how many videos? Most likely Minor Six is on these videos. He's done. He's done. He deserves to be done. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. Let me make sure my people and my staff ain't send me something that I missed. My staff be on it though. These admins be on it. Don't let nobody lie to you. They probably found him in his anal cavity. He's been holding them all this time. He'd be like, "I'm not shitting." Somebody said R. Kelly knocked over something in the day room after Harvey. Somebody said R. Kelly knocked over everything in the day room after Harvey's sentencing. Okay, let's get back to. Could we get back to Harvey Weinstein, please? Let's go find the article first. Let's see if we got a complex article. I doubt it. Let's just go get an article. Get something to reference as we speak. Should we do Hollywood Insider, or do that sound like that'd be too close to his friends? Let's do MSNBC, Variety, People, Fox News. I hate Fox News. Let's do Wall Street. Let's do the Wall Street Journal. Hold on. Let's do the Wall Street Journal. I hate Fox News. Anyway, no, this is not really thanks for reading. Y'all making me have to. I'm not. Okay, fuck the Wall Street Journal. All right, let's do Hollywood News. Let's see what they say. Because you know they probably gonna be nice to him and shit. You know. Harvey Weinstein sentenced to 23 years in prison. NBA season's been canceled, y'all. The sentence was handed down by Judge James Burke on Wednesday morning after emotional testimony by two primary victims in the conviction. Harvey Weinstein will spend 23 years in New York State prison after being sentenced by Supreme Court Judge James Burke on Wednesday morning. I would have been happy if they would have just said, let's just give him 30 years. Let's make sure he don't get out. But he's not going to get out. He's just not going to get out. He's not going to make it. Weinstein was convicted February 24th of committing a criminal sexual act in the first degree and third degree rape. The sentencing ends Weinstein's New York trial, which began January 6th. His team has said they will appeal the jury's decision to convict him on 2 of the 5 charges he faced. Judge Burke, before issuing his sentence, told Weinstein that he would be formally registered as a sex offender. Let's hope he doesn't forget to register. I was going to make a joke about them having to register with the precinct that's closest to the cemetery that he's going to be buried in when he's finally released. But I decided not to make that joke because it might be a little bit too far. Anyway, for his conviction on the first degree count of criminal sexual act, Weinstein was given 20 years in prison plus 5 years of supervised release. On the other convicted charge, third degree rape, he was given 3 years in prison. The judge decided to make the sentences consecutive rather than concurrent. Shout out to that judge for that. Weinstein's attorney, Donna Rotundo, called the sentencing obscene in a press conference outside the house. In a press conference outside the courthouse. Of course it's too harsh. It's ridiculous. I mean, that's his attorney. She has to say all of that stuff. But what do you mean it's ridiculous? He's forcing women to have sex with him in order to get jobs. What are you talking about? Anyway, the number was obnoxious. Oh, she said, speaking of reporters, that number was obnoxious. There are murderers who get out of court faster than Harvey Weinstein will. Yeah. There are. That number spoke to the pressure of movements in the public. That number will not speak to the evidence that came out in trial. The people who he raped took the stand. What do you mean? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess this is one of those times that the lawyer shouldn't have said nothing. And that's what I'm guessing. Just said, I can't talk or some shit. I left the stove on. I don't know what the lawyer should have said. Lawyer should have got the hell up out of there, though. That number did not speak to the testimony that we heard. The number did not speak to the evidence, nor did it speak to the justice, she said, adding, we were looking for fairness and we didn't get it. Now, didn't I tell you that this fucking Hollywood thing was gonna like be in favor of him? Look what they told. Okay, let's go to Fox News. Screw it. They said 33 minutes ago. Let's see what happened. Let's go over the Fox News one. I don't like that one. That one was trying to make it seem like he didn't do it. I just don't trust Hollywood. Shit like this. I mean, I don't not trust Hollywood. Let me not say it like that. But that, or I don't know. Anyway, Harvey Weinstein's sentence, what it means to the family, and what's next in the California case. Harvey Weinstein's legal troubles are far from over. The disgraced movie mogul was sentenced to 23 years in prison in New York City on Wednesday after he was found guilty of third-degree rape and a criminal sex act, all of which he claimed resulted from extramarital affairs. You know what? I'm not reading no more of these shits. Okay, so one of the things that happened in court today, now check this out. Okay, so I'm about to give some really good advice to any of y'all that ever takes a case to trial. I'm about to give you some really good advice, some advice that most lawyers will give you, just so you know. If you take the case to trial and you lose, when they say during your sentencing, do you have anything to say? It's best to either say nothing incriminating or to say nothing. You haven't been sentenced. Okay, I'm going to explain why. There's this thing called an appeal process. There's this thing called an appeals process. The shit you say in sentencing is now court record. During your appeals, they can use these things against you. So when you're at the speaking at your sentencing, realistically speaking, unless you already know that it, like you're at your sentencing, you've been found guilty. The judge is about to get ready to say, bags. You don't want to incriminate yourself further, even though they found you guilty. Because when you go to your appeals, they can then use that against you in your appeals. This dude, Harvey Weinstein, stood up there for 20 minutes trying to explain himself. If you're going to stand up there for 20 minutes during your sentencing, you know what you could do? You could have took the stand. But never take the stand. I don't care if you're 100% innocent. Yo, what up, James S? I don't care if you're 100% innocent. Don't take the stand. What up, Free Nuke? Yeah, I already put them on. Tom Hanks and his wife got the coronavirus. Not for nothing, but over in China, they had people that caught this coronavirus, right? So they was just like shacking them up. So there was people that caught the coronavirus, and they got to get how do you call that? They have to get separated from everybody else, right? And they just having sex. Seriously, they just got people. They just sitting in there. They can't go nowhere. They quarantine, so they just quarantine having sex. Probably with somebody they don't. They're like, fuck it, we might die tomorrow. We might as well bust as many nuts as possible. Part of my language. Cristiano Ronaldo got the virus too. Wow. I don't get vaccines, by the way, at all. Oh, exile Tom Hanks. Yeah, just throw Tom Hanks back on that island. After he get after that shit wear off, he'll find his way back. Throw him out there with some beach with some damn soccer balls and shit. He gonna cut a hole in Wilson. Man, Wilson. Oh man. Anyway, as far as because we got to get to Meg Thee Stallion and we've already been bullshitting almost an hour. Y'all know that, right? We got to get to Meg Thee Stallion. Oh, one of his teammates got it. I don't get vaccines at all. At all. I don't play with none of them vaccines. I don't get no vaccines. Westchester County, not that far. Why, Rhoda? Why, Rhonda? Not that far. Not that far at all. I used to drive to Westchester County. I used to have this one job that I used to drive to Westchester County like every other day. It's not at all. It's right there. The coronavirus hit them hard there, yeah, because a lot of those people go and vacation, and they go vacation, and then they come back, and now they exchanging money and everything else, and they passing that shit to everybody. I'm so happy that I barely ever deal with cash. You don't have the slightest idea. I don't deal with cash that much. You don't have the slightest idea how happy I am about that. You know what the coronavirus is gonna really hit in those little small towns where the drug dealers is at, and they got passing around all of them damn. All of them. I'm trying to tell you. Imagine dying because you got the coronavirus due to a silent fart. That would be messed up. I don't take none of them shots. I don't do vaccines. I just don't. If you do vaccines, do it. I'm not gonna stop you. Anyway, so Harvey Weinstein stands up inside of the in the courtroom, and he just starts saying shit that there is no way he can get an appeal. Harvey Weinstein is not getting, he's no way he's gonna win an appeal. He said he didn't know that it wasn't consensual. There was literally females that said no. Literally females that said no. Literally. I was dating this one chick, so we was getting it on. I think she said no, like in the mid stroke. I got up, put my clothes on, never spoke to her again. We're not playing these games. We're not playing these games. Once I know y'all females like to be chased, I get it. But once you act like you're not interested, I'm gonna say I believe you. So you don't never if there's any woman out there that's like, yo, Jack won't stop calling me. They lying. If I'm calling them, it ain't for that. If I'm showing up somewhere where they're at, 9 times out of 10, they invited me or told me to come through. Period. Once a female act like they not interested, I'm gonna believe you. If anybody ever accuses me of some weirdo shit, I need to at least have character witnesses if we don't got video evidence that I did not do the thing. I at least need character witnesses. Nah, Jack ain't about that type of, he ain't on that type of time. Screw that. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. I'm not on that type of time. I ain't playing none of them games. Um, we gonna move off of Harvey Weinstein because we obviously we are not interested in that as much as we probably were. But let's just be happy, clap it up for the judicial system. They got this right. They put Harvey Weinstein in jail, and they gave him time that he's not. What people got to really understand, and this is something that I was in court and Judge Engelmeyer said over and over and over and over and over again. He said we got to give you time that's not just representative of the crime that you committed, but we also have to give you the type of time that we feel like after you serve this time and you come out, you won't be try to hurt society. You won't keep committing crimes. That you might hopefully learn your lesson. That you could be rehabilitated. That you'll be different. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what your sentence should reflect. Period. I'm pretty sure that if by the grace of God, Harvey Weinstein makes it whatever to the end of his bid and then comes out, he's not even gonna have the ability to do the shit. No, that's what Bill Cosby tried to do. That's why Bill Cosby was in there, and him and Bill Cosby is both in there all messed up. But not for nothing. Those guys are really old. They might really be messed up. Imagine you already old, but you can move around and stuff like that. Now you find out you might go to jail for the rest of your life. That shit's gonna be so depressing. Motherfuckers is walking around like Elizabeth, I'm coming. They ready to go. Just think about that for a minute. You already old. You in your 60s, 70s, 80 years old, you in your 80s and your 70s, and you find out you're going to jail for the rest of your life. What in the hell? Yeah. Salute to Angie Martinez and everybody that's involved with the Complex Project. Angie Martinez and Sean Sataro and everybody else that's involved with the Complex Project. That's on Spotify. And the name of it is The Infamous Tekashi 6ix9ine Story. Shout out to everybody that's involved with that, everybody that helped make that, except for Scumlord Dizzy. Except for him. No shout out to him. But shout out to everybody else that was involved in that. No shout out to him though. He gets no shout outs over here. He gets zero shout. Let's take all shout outs we previously gave. If we gave him any, let's take all of those shout outs back. Look, even his attorney said he's gonna die in jail. Look, his attorney said it. His attorney believes he's gonna die in jail. He has a heart stent. Yeah, they had to do some kind of surgery on him. That's a whole fact. They had to do some kind of surgery on him. He's done. Um, damn, G's up said he won't last 36 months in that condition. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like 23 years, he's not gonna be free again. Come on, man, hit some of them head cracks and oop. Now this is the story. We moving on to the Meg Thee Stallion story because this story we're just all over the place with jokes and everything else. So let's move to the Meg Thee Stallion story. All right. So first thing we want to do is because I really want y'all to Utah Jazz Rudy Gobert tested positive for the virus 5 minutes ago. He came in. No, he came in the courtroom with a wheelchair. Watch when he goes to his next trial in Chicago and in California. He gonna come in there. They're gonna have to get EMS. He's gonna be on a gurney. They're gonna have fucking intravenous tubes in his arms. I'm telling you, he gonna have a priest with him reading the last. This is what's gonna happen when he goes to his next trial. Harvey Weinstein is gonna have a priest with him, giving him his last words and shit. It's gonna be crazy. All right, hold on. Let's get to this Megan Thee Stallion. Let's get to this Megan Thee Stallion jump off, man. Come on, man. Complex. Let's go to Complex. Shout out to Sean Sataro. This is a dope ass article. We actually have it in the link is in the description to this article. Go check out this article with Meg Thee Stallion. Now, check this out for everybody that don't know, because I'm not gonna read the whole article because I want y'all to go look at it yourselves to keep it a stat. But one thing I want to point out real quick, right? I'm about to say 3 quotes in the beginning. It's 3 quotes in the beginning of this article. 3 quotes, right? I'm not sure if they're 3 different people, but I know none of these people are Megan Thee Stallion. Listen to these quotes. The first quote is, I never knew what kind of deal I was in throughout the whole time I was associated with 1501. I never received any statements or earnings. How are you signed to somebody and you don't receive any earnings? That's first. How are you not, you don't get paid? You're not he said, this person, whoever this is, he or she, said they didn't receive any earnings. Home Team Network said a shout out to Jack is a shout out for us. BBN for life. That's a fact. Shout out to the legendary Angie Martinez. Look, I'll show y'all what it says. This is the article. Look at the first damn quote. I never really knew what kind of deal I was in throughout the whole time I was associated with 1501. I never received any statements or any earnings. One, he never received any statements. Nigga, how you file taxes? They didn't even let him know how much money he was making. And they didn't pay him any of the money that they didn't let him know how much of it he was making. What kind of shit is this? What kind of shit is this? Just so we could be clear for everybody that's saying that Megan Thee Stallion didn't read the contract, did y'all see State of the Culture? Shout out to State of the Culture. Shout out to Joe, Remy, Jinx, and especially shout out to the person who said the thing that I'm about to tell you, Ebony Williams. So Ebony Williams is a lawyer, y'all. For everybody that don't know. And she even said that there are contracts that even a regular person would read and won't be able to ascertain what it means. They won't be able to understand it because it's written in a certain, yeah, Ebony Williams is dope as shit. That's a whole fact. Because it's written to confuse you. You understand what I'm saying? So you need a lawyer, period. So for everybody that keep trying to make fun of Megan Thee Stallion's ability or inability to read a contract, you're just showing that you've never actually had a contract even offered to you. You've never even had a contract offered to you. You've never been in a situation where you were valuable enough that an individual wanted to offer you a contract. I've had contracts offered to me from a couple of different things. So I've seen an actual binding contract for you to be associated with something. And I'm telling you, for everybody that keeps talking about what she can't read, being able to understand the words of something, know what the words are, to know what the words are, and being able to comprehend what those words mean in conjunction together with one another are two different things. If contracts were so easy for everybody to understand, lawyers wouldn't have to study them in college. Lawyers would literally not have to go somewhere to study contracts if contracts were just so easy to understand. If everybody could read a contract, if everybody could write a contract, lawyers wouldn't have to go to school to learn how to do these things. So it kills me when I hear people say, "What, she don't know how to read?" It had nothing to do with whether she knows how to read or not. It has more to do with how tricky the mofos is that wrote the damn thing. For everybody that thinks it's easy to read a contract, I want you to look up this word called legalese. Legaleses. I mean, no S at the end. That's legalese. I don't know if that's a word. But Legalese. I want y'all to look that word up. For everybody that thinks that anybody could read a contract. For everybody that thinks that contracts are so easy to read. Please look up the word legalese. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, Jinx, he does what he's supposed to do. Jinx is alright. Jinx is alright. Jinx is alright. He does what he's supposed to do. I think, just real quick, just my opinion, because I like everybody on the show, but just my opinion, I think that he don't know how to stunt. He don't know how to flex. I think his flexes come off weak. You understand what I'm saying? I've only seen him flex like once or twice, and it was like, hey, Jinx, that's the way you do it. And most of the time he flexes, I'm like, homie, you need to hang out with some people that talk shit. Oh, Jinx, like we said the same thing at the same time, not Jinx the dude. Oh. What up, Bree? Common Sense says, I like her interview with the Breakfast Club. Seems like she got a good head on her shoulders and humble. I couldn't tell before. One Nation says, contract is not easy to read. That's why we should always get somebody that knows about contracts and take their time. Don't rush to sign it. There's lawyers that can't read fucking contracts, just so you can be clear. That's why you have lawyers that do different things. I'm so sorry, gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. I hate being outside when my allergies is messing with me and we got shit like the corona rolling. Breathe. So, Homeboy was signed to 1501. He didn't receive, and we're going to try to see if we could get these guys on the show. Homeboy was signed by 1501. He didn't get any statements or earnings. What kind of shit is that? Okay, hold on. No, BBN is in quarantine. I ain't got no damn sauce. I mean, Corona. I'm forgetting which was the problem. All right, so I was gonna sneeze. So you know when you're about to sneeze, you stop breathing. So that's what I was doing. Everybody keeps coming in here and talking about Hassan suing Bam. I guess I'll find out about it. We might talk about it. I don't know. I don't really like talking about other YouTube content creators because if I talk about them good or bad, they want to beef. So I don't really be having time to do that. I damn sure don't be wanting to talk to the dudes that want to argue all day. So dirty media, you gonna quit your whole job because of this shit? All right. All right, so back to the actual article. We're gonna try to see if we can get Sean Satara to pull up on us and talk to us about this. I would like to speak to some of these people also. So let's go to the second one. The first guy says he doesn't know how much money he was making, and he also didn't get any of the money that he was making. So hold on. The second people said they haven't done right by me. It was like signing with the devil. These are not Meg Thee Stallion quotes, by the way. These are other people who were signed with the label. And then the last person say he didn't give me nothing. So this person is literally signing people, sending them to go do shows, getting them to make music, putting the music everywhere, and then taking all the money and giving people nothing. So now, who thinks Meg Thee Stallion is wrong for wanting to get out of her contract? You think Meg Thee Stallion is wrong for wanting to get out of... Time out, stop everything. We always want to be on a positive note. You think Meg Thee Stallion is right for trying to get out of her contract? You think Meg Thee Stallion is wrong for trying to get out of her contract? What is she talking about? Can we have a vote real quick? Yeah, I did call it SARS. That was an accident. And just so we could be clear, the article goes on to say, right after those three quotes, the article goes on to say these complaints against Carl Crawford and his label at 1501 Certified Entertainment sound like they came out of the mouth of the now disgruntled star signee Megan Thee Stallion, who is in the middle of suing him. Instead, they came from a number of former and current signees who second many of Megan's concerns. What in the hell did I spill on this phone? I don't know if any is suing 1501 right now, but we have at least one other person. I don't know if all of those quotes came from the same person or a different individual, but we have at least one other person that said, one, they was doing shows that they never got paid for, right? They don't even know how much money they was working and they never got paid. They don't even know how much money they made, right? That's one thing that they're saying. Another thing that they're saying is signing with them was like signing to the devil, so that has to be bad. And then another one said they never gave them anything. You gotta tell them Alex Caruso was the was the MVP of the league in 2019. What guy? No, she's not gonna. Okay, so Rhonda from upstate New York, just listen to your comment, Rhonda. I'm not trying to get on you. You know I like you. I like you a lot. But remember, the main reason why Megan Thee Stallion is fighting right now is because she has Rock Nation behind her. Rock Nation is one of the biggest entities in hip hop music, if not the biggest entity right now, because they're in everybody else's business also. I'm pretty sure that she is not going to get blackballed. That's my point. 1501 selling point was other people being desperate. It's me and nobody. That's what 1501 would do. 1501 was pulling up to people that want contracts and be like, it's me and nobody. And they was like, yeah, well, I've been doing nobody for this time. That ain't help. So fuck it, I'll take you. They trying to get Griselda from Shady Aftermath, but don't Shady Aftermath do they guys right? I think Shady Aftermath is one of those labels that if you go there and work, um, you get what's coming to you. I'm not sure. I don't know, but that's what I always thought Shady Aftermath was. Everybody that went there and worked with them, the complaint was never about money. It was like other things that I know about that I've heard. So I don't know if there's a money problem over there. It might be a different issue. I don't know. But Shady Aftermath is a good people to be associated with, especially if you already got a buzz. So I don't know if that would be a good reason. I don't know if that would be good for him to leave them. I know it's all like they make good stuff over there. It is what it is. Rock Nation has artists signed to management. So Griselda signed as management, or is he signed as an artist? That's different. You're being real funny, Go Boys, trying to get Keith Murphy from Def Squad. Once again, it's legalese. These contracts are saying anything. They're saying anything. Could we hit that like button, please? Everybody is saying this Ferris guy's the one that's giving them these fucked up contracts, by the way. So this one person says the same and Megan went through, I was going through. Carl Crawford was really on some bully stuff. Y'all gotta read this article. This article is hard. They naming people. This article is hard. They not releasing people. They holding people up. They not paying you. They signing you, not paying you, holding up your career, and then not releasing you either. What up, Mommy Rocks? Also, might I add, shout out to Charlie Santana becoming a bag swinger. I need 1 second, everybody. Don't go everywhere. Every time I say I need a second, it'd be like 80 people leave. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. All right back. See, 2 seconds. Um, Apparently they're naming rappers. There's a rapper named Psycho Sid. You got to read the article. There's another rapper named Harold Aleluya. The guy's name is Harold Aleluya. I am not lying to you. The dude's name is Harold Aleluya. Hold on, let me show it. I am not lying. Look, Harold Aleluya. What in the hell? Shout out to that guy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if it's just really creative or I don't know what to think about that name. I guess I'd have to hear the guy rap before I could form an opinion, I guess. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up, man. It's a whole fact, man. Can't make this shit up. I don't know what to tell you. Um, I need to text somebody real quick. Yeah, Megan's pretty as shit. That's a fact. Yeah, they signed her to a 60-40 and all her expenses come out of her money. That's so dirty. That's so dirty. The name of the article is, I'll tell you the name of the article again. My apologies if I left it out previously. The name of the article is this. This is the article. Sean Sataro, once again, Sean Sataro be on it. What the hell is this shit on my phone? I gotta go get something to wipe this off. Nah, I'll do it later. That's probably what I said the first time I recognized it was there. Shout out to Sean Sataro. He got the goods. I don't know what to tell you. And it's a really well written article. It's nice, and I don't want to tell the whole article. I want y'all to go check it out yourselves. Once again, I mentioned this earlier. All right, so I'm explaining this. When Joe Budden, 20 years ago, was coming into the industry, I'm pretty sure that was a common deal. We had an actual agent on the show the other day, Tory Mosley. We had an agent. We had a person that isn't just an agent, but he's an agent's agent. Agents call him. Managers, pardon me. Managers call him. Managers in the industry call him to ask his opinion. You have that manager. Will Cornish. Will Cornish said that contract has things in it that isn't good. Will Cornish said that he wouldn't let his client sign that contract. Will Cornish said that contract is bad. No, I'm not talking to you, Tory Mosley. I'm talking to Joe Budden. And you know I'm serious because I didn't put the S on the end of the name. Joe Budden was quick to say on his show, hold on, Joe Budden, and he always brags about getting screwed over. That's a fact. Joe Budden was quick to say on his show, yeah, all of these people that never seen a movie, he's not really moving like that. I'm just doing that. All of these people that never seen a movie, a rap contract, now they acting like they know what rap contracts is saying. He's not moving like that. I'm just doing that. They acting like they know what's on the rap contract. That's what Joe Budden is saying, right? Joe Budden, me and you both know if there's a 60-40 split, the people that get the 60 is supposed to pay for the expenses. Me and you know that. Why are you steering the people wrong, Joe? Is it just that you want to be on that side of the argument? I get it. You just want to be on that side of the argument because that's more entertaining for you. I get it. That's Budden's manager? I'm going to forget that you even sent that to me. No, Diddy's contracts is a little bit different. I'm going to forget which part I'm supposed to try to remember. Hold on. Let me You said Joe is still in the contract with Shady that he can't get out of. Yeah, but his career's working. So if I'm gonna be in a bad contract, at least put me in a situation where I can make my own money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I'm already in a bad contract. Put me in a situation where I can make my own money. So whatever. Joe's fine. Um, Joe's fine. Joe's perfectly fine. It's like, come on, Joe. You know that was a bad contract. You know that was bullshit. All right, you know it. You know it, Joe. I like Joe Budden though, man. Anyway, Go Boy said Joe Budden is like the people who made the Macarena gave us their opinion on Bad Bunny. What? I heard of Ian Schwartzman before. I think I met him. Somebody says President Trump is sick, but they don't know. They don't want to say of what. He's having the shortness of breath. First of all, shortness of breath, it coincides with the corona. Real quick, for everybody that don't know, um, what's the fuck is the name of that shit? Pneumonia. Look up the pneumonia symptoms and look up the corona symptoms. It's damn near the same thing. That's one. Two, you know this dude, President Trump accused the press of trying to give him the coronavirus. I can't stand this dude. I can't stand this dude. I can't stand this dude. I said pneumonia. I can't stand that dude. He blamed the press he said the press is trying to give him the coronavirus, so he don't want to go near the press. What the hell? I can't stand that dude. I just can't stand that dude. And it's not because I dislike him. It's because why everything you say gotta be funny? Why everything you say, Trump, gotta be funny? I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know why every single I'm letting you know right now, Trump is the family member that is, and no disrespect, but Trump is the family member that's just not as smart as everybody else. So when that person is in the room with you, they're just always just saying the funniest shit, and they have no idea that the shit that they saying is funny. They think the shit they saying is regular, but they are in the room with you, and they are literally saying the funniest shit, and they have no idea. They have no idea that they're being funny. They have no idea that what they're saying is funny. Give me 1 second. I need to do something real quick. I need to make a phone call, see if we can get somebody on the show. Trump will be a terrible stand-up comedian. I don't think he's being funny on purpose. Trump is not being funny on purpose. Trump does not. Trump thinks Trump is not being funny on purpose. He probably really thinks that there's a conspiracy with the media to get him the damn coronavirus. Guys, it's hilarious, man. I can't stand this dude, man. He's more funny by accident than I am on purpose. I can't stand him. I can't stand, man. Trump is literally maybe the funniest dude in America, man. On some real shit, some real, yeah, R.I.P. Bozo the Clown. On some real shit, some real super real shit. Yo, what up, Inky? Inky said everyone has had the coronavirus. Hmm. Oh, if Donald Trump does a podcast after his second term, he's gonna everybody else is gonna have to quit podcast. Nobody else is gonna be able to be on at the time he's on if he's ever shooting live. Hold on 1 second. Oh, here you go. Is that guy? His shit is retarded. It don't make no sense. He's not like he's literally the funniest guy in America, man. I don't care what nobody say. Hold on, let me try to get this camera to clear up. Trump is the funniest dude in America, and I don't care what nobody say. Tell me a person funnier than Trump. Can you please tell me somebody funnier than Trump? I already knew he was about to call me. I already knew he was about to call me. Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, God?
Chilling, my brother. How you doing?
Chilling. Yeah. Yeah, everybody has had the coronavirus almost. It's actually listed as one of the viruses that cause the common cold and the flu.
Okay.
Yeah. So the shit we gotta pay attention to is this.
Listen.
We gotta pay attention to, like, for instance, when AIDS first hit, right? It wasn't AIDS that was killing people. It was the treatment.
That's
you see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So we gotta be mindful that all these people is panicking and scared to death because they watching the news. And even when they hear people say, like, yo, just calm down, relax, they still like, oh my God, the coronavirus. Like, literally, there's hundreds of different viruses that could be picked out, highlighted, broadcast all over the news, radio waves, and the airwaves, and used to scare the hell out of people. Most people don't even think of a cold as a virus infection. Like, people just be like, yo, I got a cold, or yo, I caught the flu. But when you catch the cold or the flu, you're actually getting a virus, the same as the coronavirus, the same as herpes, the same as chickenpox. Like, you have a virus. You're infected. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, yo, slow down 1 second. I want to mention something before we go any much further. What people don't understand is, remember the other day when I was telling people, I said, yo, there was people when AIDS came out, there was fools that was going in there talking about give them the AIDS, whatever, so they could try to get treatment, so they could try to help people, help them find a cure. Do you remember that?
Yep.
And did you hear what Inky just said? It's not AIDS that was killing people.
Nope.
It was the treatment. So people
I think it was called AZT or something like that. That shit was wiping people out.
So people were literally signing up to die.
Yeah. And right now, you gotta you have other issues that people just gotta be aware of. Like, you have a lot of senior citizens, right? Like, first of all, let's dial it back. You have technology changing, which makes information more prevalent.
More available.
Information,
absolutely.
Yes, more available, but also more prevalent, meaning like people aren't so locked into what their doctor says only. Like, before the internet and social media really opened up, people that didn't know better, you didn't have another source of information. Your doctor said jump up and down 10 times and then, like, rub butterfly wings on your head. That's what you was doing, because there was no other, you didn't have another source of information.
That's a fact.
But now, information is becoming the prevalent source of information instead of actual humans being the prevalent source of information. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seek digital means first. So now that information is circulating so heavy, people have, and it's expanding people's lifespan. Like, us at 40, we don't look like, when we were 12 and 13, the 40-year-olds look like today's 60-year-olds.
That's a fact.
And the reason is because information is allowing people to say, oh shit, man, we shouldn't eat this. Oh, we shouldn't drink that. Oh man, okay, well, let's stop doing this, or let's not do that. Or let me cut down on this. Let me work a little bit of this in. So even people that,
I'm agreeing with you. By the way. I just think that more than one thing could also be correct.
Oh, no,
and
no,
I think
it's
also
absolutely it's definitely a multitude of things at play extending people's life.
Yeah. But I just want to add something, because you're right. The way that we treat our diets need to be held with a lot more reverence. We don't respect our diets enough on the planet. Just to be clear, I'm talking about as a people. We don't hold enough respect to the things that we put inside of our bodies. Dr. Inky is 100% correct. But I think that the reason why we might also look a little bit younger than the generation that came before us is, remember, the generation that came before us, and especially the generation that came before them, They didn't live in a time where they could do like when we did when we was kids, where we could go be exercising and playing and getting our exercise into our 20s until we 25. A lot of people had to start working at like 15. Hard jobs that destroy your body.
Well, that's also due to information, because
That's a
with more
fact.
information becoming available, people are learning how to leverage their mind and their talents versus using their back to eat. You know what I'm saying? So, but here's the downside to that. You have homeless people living longer. You have senior citizens that don't have family to support them living longer. And it just so happens to be a coincidence that these are the populations that coronavirus and all of these different things
are attacking.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot more to the story than, just this panic and widespread, blah, blah, blah. The best thing people can do is tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Start to, you know what I'm saying? Not just like, hey, go to inkiesdetox.com and get the detox. You know what I'm saying?
But they should go to Dr. Inky's Detox. You should go check out Dr. Inky's Detox, though. That's a whole fact.
Yeah, or anybody else's. Like, just start to tighten up.
Okay, but we BBN. If y'all detoxing, y'all should be using Dr. Inky's Detox. Let's just get that clear.
Fact.
We BBN.
Fact.
We love them other dudes, but they not BBN. Inky, BBN. Let's go.
Definitely. But, you know what I'm saying? Just making sure you get all of the things that you're supposed to get into your body. You got 20-something vitamins, another 60 to 90 minerals you're supposed to have every day. Those are the things that's going to make the difference between somebody catching an infection and it becoming real problematic versus somebody getting an infection and just having regular flu or cold symptoms. You got a little mucus, a little cough for a couple days, and you up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
The other group of people that have to worry is smokers, whether you smoking cigars, whether you smoke trees, whether you smoke cigarettes, whatever the case may be, because it's a respiratory illness. So you want to make sure that you just tighten up. That's all. Just tighten up.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Most of us have had a form of coronavirus in our life though already.
Yo, I'm about to blow everybody's mind right now. You know how many times you've been sick, had a cold or something like that, and didn't even have no symptoms at all, and got 100 other niggas sick?
That happens on a regular basis.
You know how many? That's a fact. You know how many times you've been sick and you didn't show no symptoms, and you walking around touching everything, kissing babies, shaking hands, and then the next thing you know, 100 other motherfuckers is sick, and it's all your fault.
Yeah, because we brag sometimes about the wrong stuff, meaning like we could be the only person in our house that's not sick, and it never dawns on our mind
that we made them sick.
The reason why we're not sick is because our body already has an index or codex of information, right? Back to information transfer, but our body already has the information on how to deal with that virus or bacteria. Now, so when we get infected, because our body knows how to handle it, we don't come down with symptoms. Symptoms are just the ways that your body is fighting off the illness. That's it. So, if it's trying to expel it, through the respiratory system, you got a cough. If your body starts to secrete mucus to bind it, now you got to sneeze or, a runny nose or just all of those little things. But if your body already knows how to deal with it, you could just be a carrier and bring it home, and everybody else that hasn't been exposed to that, they gonna be debilitated. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got children at home and you're not really, doing the right thing with the children. Like, I posted up a picture on my Instagram today, at Dr. Inky, DRENQI. I posted up a picture on my Instagram, and I asked people a question because we was in the teacher store. I spent like almost $300 in the teacher store. So now, if you've never heard of the teacher store, slap yourself. The teacher store is in the teacher store. Here in Detroit, it's actually a store named the Teacher Store.
You
But
talking
in
about the
every
one with
city,
are you talking about the post with the everyone is terrified of the virus?
no. That is right after that post. But
You in the store with your
go,
kids?
there you go.
Can I show everybody or no?
Sure, hell yeah. But that they have stores like that in every single city in America because teachers have to have stores where they go and get supplies at.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing stopping you from walking right into that store and getting whatever you need to get. You know what I'm saying? Now, me, I went to open school day today. You know what I'm saying? They had a half a day. I went to open school day. And when I was leaving, the principal of the school pulled me to the side and said, "Hey, let me speak to you in my office." Now, I'm saying to myself, okay, I spoke to Chase teacher already. We was good. I spoke to Kayla teacher already. We good. I didn't speak to Chloe teacher, so damn, Chloe must have did some foul shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go into the principal's office, and she like, "I just wanted to compliment you. I just wanted to compliment you on your children because your children are very well behaved, and you know they are always prepared. They do their work. They're always leading, especially when it comes to work. So what is it that you do at home? Because we really need to know, what we can tell the parents from the PTA, and we need to get the rest of these children on board." And I said, "It's nothing special. We just work." She was like, "What you mean by that?" I said, "Like, I don't leave their education up to you guys. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I get every program, every book that's out there from Babies Could Read to Muzzy. Like, if it's a children's program or book, I'm on it. And then besides that, the curriculums are available. You can go get your child, whatever the curriculum is, for anywhere from 13 to 30 bucks. So if they're in 4th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade, you can go right to the teacher store and get the whole curriculum for that year for math for $15, $20. The same thing you would drop on a drink or the same thing you would drop on a blunt. You can get your child the math curriculum for the year right there, $20. Bam, let me grab that. So if your child needs extra work in math, go get them the curriculum so that they're not spending 5 hours on the goddamn Xbox. They can put at least an hour or two into the book, and then you can make the Xbox the reward. Like, okay, you're not getting on Xbox until you get at least 10 of them pages done. You know what I'm saying? Bam. And then, that's it. So after I went to open school night, whatever their weakness was, we went right from open school day straight to the teacher store. Like, oh, okay, she said you need help in social studies. Let me grab that for you, buddy. You need this science joint. Okay, yep, let me get that science book for you. Bang, bang, boom, bap. So as we leaving, I'm talking to one of my bros, and it just so happened to occur to me in conversation. I said, "Oh shit, let me snap a pic real quick so I could throw this up on the gram and give other parents the cheat code, because if the principal is asking me what I'm doing, I know it's other people that could probably just benefit from knowing that there's an actual teacher store out there that they could be running down into the teacher store like you know how we do things. You know what I'm saying? So why we not running down in the teacher store, dropping a little mini bag at the teacher store? Like, come on, like don't allow yourself to go a year and you spend more on video games for your child than you did at the teacher store. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't find a teacher store, I used to rock Barnes and Noble. That's how I found out about the teacher stores, because I was in Barnes and Noble so much. They was like, "Hey, the books you're looking for, we don't actually have, but you might want to try the teacher store." I was like, "The teacher store?" They said, "Yeah, the teacher supply place where the teachers get their books from." I said, "Oh, it's over." So
I'm in the wrong place.
That's it. You told the wrong nigga that. So now I'm on a first name basis with all of the people that work in the teacher store. I'm like, "Oh, hey, did the new curriculums come in yet for 2021? Or this is this? Oh, okay, yeah, let me get. Okay, Yo, yeah, I'm on that."
One thing I want to say, right, real quick. Me and you were fortunate, right? We grew up in an environment where intelligence was important.
Fact.
We were fortunate. A lot of people didn't grow up in an environment where being smart was cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even outside of our immediate household, in our neighborhood being smart was cool.
Fact. But that was the era.
Yeah.
See, the era we grew up in, you know, shout out to Father Allah and the 5 percenters. Even though
That's
the
a
5
fact.
percenters was all crazy maniacs, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold on.
there's no
Hold
other way
on.
to put it. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
They was the ones. Look, they was the ones in the street selling the crack, getting the money, busting their guns, and doing like all of that was them. But at the same token, they put a high value on educating the baby. So even though they was in the streets doing what niggas in the streets do, you like in our neighborhood, if you was outside and they start asking you like any day, they randomly about to start asking, yo, what's today's mathematics, God?
That's a fact.
If you don't know no answers, you liable to get like they liable to go in your pocket, go in your mouth, send you upstairs, and then your parents ain't gonna be able to do nothing because they already know who your parents is, and they like, yeah, he ain't doing right at school anyway. What his ass? So, hey. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it translated to us because parents used to bring me their children. Because I remember Mildred, like, yo,
that's a fact.
Go get Donnell right now, because he whoop, or you know, Damien, this, that, and the other, or people from the east side, like, yo, go get, you know what I'm saying? So it was that village mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how they say it takes a village to. We had that. You know what I'm saying? So I keep that going on with mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we got to make sure these babies that's your wealth. Everything else is transitory. You know what I'm saying? Your wealth is in your children. That's the only thing that's going to live beyond you to carry you into the future is your DNA and your genetics. And this is one of the main reasons why we need to get into that biochemistry bag. That's why I you know, that's my thing. That's why I play. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the future's about, biochemistry. You know what I'm saying? So when shit like this happens and everybody's like, oh, coronavirus, I be laughing at niggas like, bro, you do know I put videos up on my channel every day. So this is the problem with you niggas. You wait for the coronavirus or some next scary shit on the news pops up, then you're interested in what to do. The problem is you need to prepare because this always happens. What is like swine flu, avian flu, coronavirus, SARS, like, nigga, every fall, like Jordans, we know just shit like iPhones. We know every year it's going to drop. We know it's a new one coming.
That's
just
a
like
fact.
the new iPhone. Just like we can be sure it's an iPhone 12 coming out.
That's a fact.
You can be sure this coronavirus will pass and there'll be some next slick shit going on. You got to remember, the pharmaceutical industry is like the biggest industry in the world. You know what I'm saying? And most people don't really take the time to think about it. But how does a pharmaceutical company go viral? A pharmaceutical goes viral by going viral. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a problem, widespread panic for people to, you know, run it up. So, okay, let's find some shit that's floating around. Oh shit, yeah, let's grab one of these coronaviruses. Yeah, everybody, you got coronavirus. You got.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody's panicking. Oh my God, what's the cure? I need the vaccine. Now where you had people that was getting hip, like, yo, I don't know about all these vaccines, man. This is too much vaccine shit going on and autism and this, that, and other. All of a sudden, them same people that was leery about vaccines is now like,
man, they running out there to get it.
Man, give me 2 of them vaccines. Give me a flu. Matter of fact,
give me one in this
all
arm and one in this arm.
Man, I want the whole set. I want the flu John. I want the bird flu, corona. I want everything.
Hell yeah, man, give me a double. Hell
now,
yeah.
Mind you, while this is going on, the CDC just got busted in court. They had to admit in federal court that they had no proof that the vaccines wasn't giving children autism. In fact, they had to reveal documents in federal court that showed that there is a correlation between the vaccines and autism. You know what I'm saying?
Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's not getting promoted because it's in this undercurrent of coronavirus.
I actually interviewed a nurse about vaccines. Yeah, we had her on the Wokecast. Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna find the video for y'all. So I'm not gonna show y'all the video, obviously, not right now. But I want you, if you are interested in this topic, for you to be able to go yourself and listen to what she had to say. Pardon me. Hold on. Yeah, I interviewed. And look, it didn't even get no views. That's just
Bro, that's how it go. That's
if-
how it go. So when people giving you the information that you need to live, nobody's watching it. And then when shit hits the fan, people want to go back.
Look, well, real talk. Look, real talk. Hold on, let me show you how long ago it was. Real talk, and she broke down mad shit and explained mad shit about
Wow,
8 months
day.
ago.
Episode 3, vaccination.
8 months ago.
Mm.
I'm on it. If this shit is ever gonna let y'all see that it says 8 months ago, it was 8 months ago. Well, anyway, so fuck this. It's not gonna show y'all. There you go. 8 months ago. 170 views.
Pick it up.
I'm really over here, like 170 views. You feel me? So
them books. All 3 of y'all, bring me them books. Let me see if I did. My bad.
nah, you good. Don't worry about it. So just
let me say this to the chat. Chat, man, I can't see the chat. I'm in the middle of correcting homework, homework, and trying to clean up this kitchen on post dinner move. So
he got fired by himself.
Man, did anybody get, you know what I'm saying? Did we do any bags today? Because I'm with y'all in spirit when we're throwing bags. If I'm not in the room, trust me, when the bags is thrown, I'm there in spirit. I'm like the handle. On the bag. Just know it.
No, I think we hit one person with bags today so far. Just one. We had like 6 yesterday and a couple this morning, but we hit like one person with bags today.
Damn. Jack, you running out of people to hit with bags, man. You gotta shit. You gotta have to.
You gotta drum up some business.
A new channel. Listen, you gotta make a new channel just so that we can have more fun in the chat, so that there's more. You done blocked about 15,000 people, bro.
More than 50. I blocked a lot. That's a fact. I thought you said 1,500 for a minute, because I blocked way more than 2,000. 2,000 ain't even close.
I know. I said 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you need to start a new channel just so that those people can get blocked one more time. That's all I'm saying. I feel like we should recycle some of them folks and just block them again. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so hold on. I don't like letting people out of the graveyard. I ain't gonna lie to you. You go, you're just there. It is what it is. But I have recently been thinking maybe we should. Okay, so the other day I went into the graveyard. I was like, you know what? Let me take some of the people out. And then every single person that I was looking at name, I remembered why they ended up there in the first place. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave them. So my memory, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is, Inky. I have because you know me, I have a really good memory. Like, I'm one of those people that if you do me wrong, I will not forget. I'm not gonna forget. So it's hard for me to take people out because I remember what the fuck you did to get there in the first place.
That's a fact. Probably by name and probably remember their icon too.
I have a really good memory.
Listen, people in the chat, do not think that this is a joke. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. But he will remember forever.
Yeah, I got a really good memory. It's a whole fact.
Yeah.
Somebody said the graveyard got more bodies than the coronavirus's patients.
Bro, the coronavirus right now has a 98% survivability rate. And niggas is running around panicking like, oh my God, I might get coronavirus. This is crazy.
More people are dying from actual flu.
Rate. Like,
more people are dying from the actual flu.
Man, listen. I think police, you should.
What happened?
I think we got more to worry about with police than coronavirus.
Yeah, me too. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. With
But
that
no,
being
on a
said,
serious
with
side,
that being said,
if
hold on. You just made a comment, and I gotta say something.
gotta go in.
With that being said, no. I just want to clear something up. We do not hate police. We just don't like the bad police officers. There are plenty of good police officers out there. We appreciate your work. It's the other dudes that we don't fuck with. Keep going.
Yep. And it's neighborhood specific. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, you know, it just be certain neighborhoods with cops. You know, it's the vibe. But I do want to add, if you have an autoimmune problem, I'm making light and making jokes about coronavirus, but if you have an autoimmune problem, then you do need to worry. You definitely need to, you know, tighten up all the way up. Because if you have an autoimmune problem, you could flare up whatever you already have and create complications. And then once you create the complications, if you don't really, you know what you're doing in terms of your body, you're going to be subject to, hey, yeah, come get this shot, come get these pills, come let's cut something up off you or cut something out you, and then, you know, you go down that road. And usually, once you get on prescriptions or you take a surgery, that sets you into motion for more prescriptions and more surgeries. So, I definitely don't really, I don't bash cops, I don't bash doctors or, you know, surgeons, or we need all our professional folks. I tend to bash us more than the professionals, because the problem is not necessarily the people, it's just how we interface with these different institutions.
That's a fact.
We have to be smarter than the institutions we interface with. So that way we can go in the hospital, get the best out of the hospital, and leave the worst in the hospital. We interface with police, we can get the best out of police and leave the rest with the police. You know what I'm saying? We interface with fire folks or social workers or, you know, any of these different institutions that typically we haven't got favorable dealings with. You know what I'm saying? We need to just tighten up on how we interface with these folks, and, you know, get
what do you think about that little kid that was yelling at the police after he got picked up for something that he's saying he didn't do? Did you see the little kid that was like, I didn't steal anything, it was my friend, it's all in his bag?
Oh, well, you know how that go, Bob. Come on. Them niggas probably
I'm just asking you your opinion.
Come on, man. You know how that go. We used to go out. Come on, man. We used to go out with Warren. Like, yo, come on, Warren, go get us some.
That's okay.
You'd be like, yo, Warren, come on, man, go get us a sandwich from the store. You know what I'm saying? So they just see that right there is more of a parenting issue and a low income issue than anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's more what that is. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have food in the house, and, you know, we was, you know, so but the solution to that is men, be mindful of what you do with your penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that's cliche, but don't go raw if you're not ready to go raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go raw if you're not ready to go raw, because once you have babies, you really want to be able to, you know, focus in and dial in on your babies.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And women too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times women in the same boat. The only difference between men and women is that because the baby develops inside the woman's body, the woman is kind of more stuck with the baby than the man, where men can run off. But there's a lot of women. Generally speaking.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women that regret having a baby. And some women don't regret having their baby, but they regret having their baby with said guy, and, you know what I'm saying? And giving up, sometimes they give up their school or they give up their little talent or whatever to raise their, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that goes on, all because, you know, most times we don't put on the condom. It's just like, bro, just get your ass a pack of condoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, knock it off and wrap that thing up. And it ain't no conversation about, you know, you might get AIDS and die. Nah, just let's tighten up on how we bringing these babies into the world, and then some of that little stuff, you know what I'm saying, we can take care of. Because if we really focusing in on our babies, most times they're not in the store stealing. You know what I'm saying? First of all, your baby's not running wild in the street because you at home and you know where your babies is at all times. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, when they go out in the street, they, you know, woo, 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 they taken care of. And then on the third angle, if they do something out in the street, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they get an itching for a scratch. You can pull up and talk with whoever and make a situation, take care of the situation on a local level before any of them institutions got to get involved. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a neighborhood and you're well known in your neighborhood, people like you, you're respectable, and your child do something stupid, you can go down to the supermarket and say, hey, what happened there? Oh, they had a little fight. All right, well, what's the damage? I'm sorry about that. Listen, you know that I don't mean, let me go ahead. Okay, all right, we ain't got to get them people involved. And we take care of our own little situations that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, when shit get to be problematic, then as a business owner, you got to do what you got to do. But, there's a lot of different ways we can handle it if we really focused in on raising these babies. You know what I'm saying? But if we having babies and we regret the babies wind up in their teenage years raising themselves, they out there raising hell, and they angry and hurting at the same time and all that shit. A lot of shit we went through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of trying to do a little bit better than our parents did, and then telling the children, hey, I'm fucking up too. So just make sure when it's your goal, you do a little bit better than I'm doing. We keep that going 2-3 generations down the line, we looking halfway decent. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. That's the program. I ain't telling nobody to not have sex because, I got 10 babies. So obviously...
Yeah, he got 10 kids, by the way.
I'm not wasting no time out here in these streets. I'm just saying, I be making them on purpose. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So.
That's a fact. All right, anything you want to close out with, my brother?
Peace and love to the family. It's always a good time in the BBN Nation. Woo!
Let's get it. Appreciate you. Yo, call in tomorrow morning also if you got time.
Yes, sir. It's a culture.
That's a whole fact.
It's a culture.
Appreciate you. Later, my brother.
Peace.
It's always dope when we get Inky to call in. I know y'all love the dude. You already know I love him. That's fam. I know y'all love the dude. We're gonna probably call it a night. That's why we got him off the phone. Definitely appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that came through. Just making sure. Shout out to Charlie Santana becoming a bag swinger. Salute to that. He upgraded to become a bag swinger. We definitely appreciate that. Usually we have a theme, right? So usually we're talking about a thing and we have a theme, and usually the theme is what we speak on. We had a theme tonight, but I'm gonna have to explain what it was. Excuse me. Me and Inky kind of got a little off the theme, but I was really bobbing with what he was talking about, so I let him go. I love when he calls up. I like, we have a lot of people. We have quite a few people that call into the show and with really good information. And he says, G's up says an $8 sundress could cost you $800 in child support. This is a fact. So the thing that I want to just put on to everybody. Yes, I'm good. I have bad allergies. That's it, okay? This is what I want to say. This is the thing for tonight. Patience. Patience and belief in yourself. The reason why Harvey Weinstein was able to take advantage of these women that he was able to take advantage of is because they were a lot of people out there that did not have patience nor belief in themselves. You think he started out being able to manipulate these women like this off the rip? No, that's not how he started out. He started out because most likely the females that he was initially getting to do these things were 100% down with it. They wanted to go further in their careers. They was down with it. 9 times out of 10, the first females that he did this with was on board. See, this is the thing. When you got faith in yourself, when you work hard, and when you build up your talents, you don't got to be held to anybody else's standard. You don't have to do what other people want you to do because you are the product. In Megan Thee Stallion's situation, it's the same lesson, but it's inverted. 1501 didn't know what they had, so they tried to get over on her. They wasn't patient. And the getting over on her isn't the getting over on her with the initial contract, like I keep telling you. The getting over on her was when she came to renegotiate. They did not renegotiate with her for whatever the reason was. I'm going to explain something to you how I would do business. I sign you to whatever the regular contracts is for what I believe or think the regular contract is for whatever the situation is, right? And then after you start producing, I'm going to have to come to you at some point because I don't want you to come to me. I don't want you to come to me and wanting to renegotiate, because you coming to me wanting to renegotiate mean that we have a problem. But if I come to you because I'm the one giving the contract and I want to renegotiate with you, that means that I appreciate and I understand your value. 1501 didn't appreciate nor understand Megan Thee Stallion's value. So when she asked to renegotiate, which she shouldn't have had to do, they already had her for about 3 or 4 years. She's doing really, really well right now. They were supposed to come just offer her a contract, a new renegotiation before anyone else was even able to get involved in the bitch. And not the bitch her, but the contract being the bitch. They didn't do that. Understand your value. Understand your worth. They got this new movement going on with females. It started a couple of years ago where they like, he don't value me. This is true. A lot of times us dudes, we come off like we don't value the woman that we're with, even if we do, because we also got to be men. You know what I'm saying? we getting too over this shit. So when you don't value something, you lose it. So value your talent. Value your strength. Value the thing that makes you you, even if some people don't like it. Stand on your moral principles. Don't stand on the bullshit principles. Stand on your moral principles. People get upset about the Bible and they always want to talk about they hate the Bible. But one of the things that the Bible does do is it speaks about the way that we should treat one another. Now, if whenever I say the Bible says how we should treat one another, you want to say, well, the Bible has slaves, you're part of the problem. If every time I say something positive about something, all you want to do is talk about the negative thing or the negative aspect of what could be attributed to whatever the situation is, you're part of the problem. You are literally a person I would hit with their bags in real life and just not fuck with you no more. Love yourself. And sometimes loving ourselves means not allowing things in our life that we think we want. You put yourself, you put your family, and you put the things that are of value to you above and beyond everything else. If I can't, if I think doing something is gonna prevent me from sleeping, I'm not doing it. If I think that if I do something, I'm gonna be worried, concerned, I'm not doing it. If I think that doing something might upset my conscience, I'm not doing it. There's not a question. There's no, let me figure out how to do it without doing the part that I don't like, that's just out of bounds. That ain't for me. It might be for somebody else, but it ain't for me. When we get into these situations where we're going from one level to another, those are the most difficult situations. Because that level that we're going to, we've never been to before. We don't know what's expected of us, and we don't know what to expect. So be patient. What is yours isn't meant for anybody else. What somebody else's isn't meant for you. Respect yourself in your space. Love yourself. And sometimes loving ourselves, it means not going after the thing that we think that we want. With that being said, if you got anybody awake in your household tonight, please give them a hug. Tell them you love them. We don't know what tomorrow might bring. Give people their flowers while they're still here. We got to let the people that we love know that we love them every day. If you say that you love somebody and you see them every day, but you don't tell them that you love them every day, do you really love them? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.